Okay, so you want to really get to grips with achieving your goals, right? Cut through all the noise.
Yeah, figure out what actually works.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into self-discipline.
Yeah.
We're using insights from Curtis Leone's book, Mastering Self-Discipline for Success.
Good source.
Right. And our mission here isn't just to summarize the book. It's about pulling out those, key practical things you can actually use.
Without getting bogged down in just theory.
Exactly. So where does Leone start? What's the first big idea?
He gets right into it. Says self-discipline isn't like some magic talent you're born with.
Okay.
It's a skill. And like any skill, you build it. You make choices.
Choices? Like what kind of choices?
Well, the core thing he hammers home is choosing actions that align with your goals. Instead of just what feels good or easy in the moment. Consistency over comfort.
Right. That daily decision. Important versus easy.
Precisely.
And that ties into the idea of small wins, doesn't it? It's not about like massive efforts once in a while.
No, exactly. It's the steady drip. The small actions adding up. That's how you build momentum.
But how does that actually build the discipline part?
It's psychological, really. Each small win, even tiny, gives you that little hit of accomplishment.
Like a dopamine thing.
Yeah, kind of. It reinforces the behavior.
Yeah.
Makes your brain go, hey, that felt good, let's do that again. So it gets easier to make the disciplined choice next time. It's building a positive loop.
Okay, that makes sense. You're building momentum from tiny successes.
Yep.
But, we all have those days you just don't feel like doing the thing. That's where mental toughness kicks in. Is it just gritting your teeth?
Not quite like being a robot, no. Leone talks about it more like acknowledging the feeling. You feel bored or tired or maybe a bit scared, but you choose not to let that feeling stop you. You still do the thing.
So it's about valuing the long game more than the immediate feeling.
Exactly. Like sticking to your workout plan even when you'd rather stay on the couch. You value the fitness goal over the short-term comfort.
And that long-term vision, keeping the big goals in mind, that seems really critical in Leone's view.
Absolutely. It's all about delaying gratification, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trading that instant reward, the easy thing, for something bigger and better down the line requires knowing what you really want long-term.
Okay. Now, what about mindset? Leone mentions that too. How important is just believing you can be disciplined?
Oh, it's fundamental. It's sort of the starting point. If you genuinely believe self-discipline is learnable and that you can learn it, that belief makes it, possible. It kind of fuels the effort needed to actually take the actions and stick with them when it gets tough. It's the engine inside.
So it starts in your head. Okay, are there practical strategies Leone suggests? Ways to actually build these habits?
Yeah, he gives some good ones. One I really like is habit stacking.
Habit stacking. How's that work?
It's pretty simple, actually, but effective. You basically piggyback a new habit onto one you already have. So say you want to start meditating for, 2 minutes. You decide you'll do it right after you brush your teeth every morning.
So the old habit triggers the new one.
Exactly. Leverages an existing routine, makes it easier to remember and stick to.
Smart. And we talked about delaying gratification. How did you actually get better at that? Strengthen that muscle?
It's about practice, really. Consciously making those small choices that favor the future reward, like maybe resisting checking your phone immediately when you sit down to work, or choosing the healthier lunch option even when the pizza looks amazing right now. Each time you resist that immediate urge for the sake of a longer-term goal, you strengthen that ability. It builds up.
It feels like it all comes back to taking ownership, right? Being accountable to yourself.
Totally. Self-accountability is at the heart of it. You've got to be your own motivator, your own standard setter, your own progress checker.
You're the one driving the bus.
You got it.
Okay, so if we had to boil down Leone's main message on mastering self-discipline, what's the absolute key takeaway for people listening?
I think the biggest thing is this. Success isn't really about being perfect or having some massive overnight change.
Right.
It's about consistency. It's about showing up, doing the work, even when it's not perfect, even when you slip up sometimes. Just keep going. Trust that those disciplined actions add up over time. They compound.
Consistent, imperfect effort leads to results. Okay, got it.
That's the core.
So wrapping up, self-discipline is a skill you can build. It involves conscious choices, getting mentally tougher, focusing on the long game, and using practical tricks like habit stacking.
Big summary.
Now, for you listening, here's something to chew on. Think about just one small area of your life right now Where could applying just one of these ideas, maybe small wins, maybe habit stacking, maybe focusing on that long-term goal, where could that make the biggest difference for you? What's that one consistent action you could start